Professional. Oh, is my audio gone? That's working. Hello, hello. Hello. Okay, that's working. Now I just need this to work.
The good old scuff.
Well, I can hear all y'all and everything, but for some reason, there we go.
You're popping up on the stream.
Yeah, we're good. It was just being weird. Well,
Fuck yeah!
yeah. That's the song. What the heck with that?
So how was your Sunday?
All right. All right. Going well. Let's see. Happy America Day, America Week, America Years. All of them, as long as we exist. My name is Okami, or Christian, whatever you'd like to call me. I hail from a decent-sized town in Pennsylvania from a small town in Pennsylvania. Decent-sized town in Pennsylvania from a small town in Oklahoma. And I'm a Christian, which affects all my views. Who else we got?
Pat or Patrick, but just Pat is fine. Hey, hail down from the coastal region of the United States, the southern. Fuck yeah!
Is this not?
I got a slight case of the itis from all the barbecue I've eaten the last 2 days.
Itis?
Yeah, the itis.
What itis? What kind of itis?
It makes you. It's when you get too full, it makes you fall asleep.
Huh.
Especially prevalent with barbecue. So what's that Catman do over there?
Oh god. Yeah, sorry, Cobalt. I'm Pat's neighbor. Oh. And I'm sleepy.
You also itis over there?
Sleepy.
A little bit.
Hold on a second. Let's see if this does. Where's my blank one? So I don't like. My blank one is nowhere to be found for some reason.
Blank boy.
Well, I'm trying to find the blank on my soundboard because I need something to play. For some reason, it's not working. I'll just play something small.
Bruh.
Did y'all hear anything?
Yeah, I heard that. Bruh.
You heard? Okay, it's just not coming through my ears. Oh, so have you been hearing the America thing the whole time I've been playing it?
No.
Okay. Let me try it here, because that's what I was been trying to play is, there we go. You heard it that time?
No.
Huh. I just did?
Here's something muffled. I don't hear.
Oh, okay. Let me... Wait.
Hello, ma'am. Do you have a minute to talk about our Lord and Savior Lightning McQueen?
You can hear that?
Star of several featured films such as...
Oops! I guess I ripped my pants again.
Huh. Does it...
have both headphones on.
Well, I mean, it's just supposed to play the America, fuck yeah. And I tried to play it as soon as I came unmuted, but for some reason it didn't go through.
Copyrighted material.
I don't know what it is. It don't matter. So instead I played it on the YouTube video. But, oh, don't want that to play. Anyways, we'll get right into the news. Brazil lost to Norway.
Not the Norwegians.
Oh, yes, the Norwegians. I mean, even though my friend's from Brazil, I was going for Norway in that one, so I am happy.
Nothing personal, Aru.
Nothing personal. Oh, very personal. No. With the way he's been talking about stuff, he can shove it.
No.
Wow.
It's about sports or politics.
No, I'm in about the World Cup.
Oh, sports it is then.
Yeah.
It's true. We did have a conversation the other day that was pretty funny.
Mm.
I'm sad I missed it.
Yeah, Norway's goalkeeper blocked a penalty during play, and Erling Haaland scored 2 goals against them. And then they got another penalty in the last minute of the play of the whole game, so it really didn't even matter. But yeah, that was what a way to go out.
What team is that? Like I've been sharing clips because I keep seeing his little highlight reels of this big stout dude from somewhere in Europe.
Norway, yeah, that's Erling Haaland. Yes.
Fucking no wonder why. Jesus, that guy's a fucking machine.
Yeah,
An absolute fucking unit.
Yeah, he literally runs with his shoulders forward. Otherwise, he might, just fall backwards from his own weight. But no, that guy is huge and hilarious.
They got a fucking tight end playing soccer.
Yeah. But he is the greatest, probably at the moment, soccer player in the world.
Half his highlight reels are his shots bouncing off people's faces into the goal.
Yeah. Well, and
trick shots.
Yeah, and then he just heads it over everyone because he's 6'5" or whatever. Mm-hmm. But then he's a funny guy. He makes YouTube videos and stuff too. So, yeah, I mean, when I say he makes them, he just has an idea, tells a group of people to get it ready, and then he goes and does it. But he's a likable guy. Yeah.
Not right now for Brazil.
Yeah, I don't think they care. I mean, they had not a very good team this year. They didn't even bring one of their best players because he would not practice, even though it's probably
practice, man. Practice.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's probably their best striker in 5 years. Since what's his name, Ronaldo quit. So. The actual Ronaldo, not Cristiano Ronaldo. There's a better one.
I see.
Yeah. So.
I didn't think it was Ronaldo. I thought it was pronounced differently.
No, whenever people say Ronaldo and not Cristiano Ronaldo, usually they're referring to the Brazilian player known as Ronaldo. He won the which year did they win?
Are you talking about
2000?
Ronaldinho?
No, it's Ronaldo. Ronaldo Luis Nazario de Lima. It's his full name. Ronaldinho is also a great player, but he wasn't even a forward. Ronaldo was a forward. Played for Real Madrid. And
It's a long time ago, though.
I don't know, 2008, I think is, or 2000, yeah. 1998 FIFA World Cup they won. Or 2002, that's what it was. Yeah, he won the 2002 World Cup in 2006. They were almost there, but didn't win.
Who did Pele pay for?
Argentina. The hand of God.
You figured it'd be the foot of God.
What do you mean? No, they call it the hand of God because he handballed a goal in, and they didn't call it.
Oh shit!
I was gonna say, do you not know this story?
No, I don't know anything about fucking. I haven't watched soccer most of my life. I just know I just know some names from here and there from memes.
Yeah.
He wasn't the only person to ever do that. I think.
Not the only, no, but it's the most iconic because it was in a World Cup match, and it was the winning goal. I mean, whether he tried to handball it or not is up for debate. Whether he handballed it or not is not. but whether he tried to, because like he was just trying to run and he like was trying to head it and his hand flew up, and whenever he missed the header it came off of his arm, which most of the time they don't call those, but in a scoring chance they usually do.
Yeah.
It's just he was one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Somebody passed it to him, and he was trying to stop it, and he missed the header and hit it with his hand instead. And they called it the hand of God goal, because he literally handed it right over the goalkeeper and then kicked it in. But yeah. So some smaller teams making some headway. Cape Verde almost beat Argentina, even for lack of referees trying to make it to where they didn't. Although they were fairly, what's the word? Aggressive. They were really physical. So that's kind of a hard game for a ref to call anyway, whenever everyone's physical. And then Paraguay almost came out with the win against France. So the U.S. is all of a sudden looking like an actual contender in this thing, since they defeated Paraguay 4-1.
Shit.
Yeah. Yeah, France took all the way up until a penalty shot in the 70th minute out of 90 minutes to win the game, essentially. And Paraguay almost scored like 3 times in the last 5 minutes, but they somehow kept it out.
With the World Cup being in America, they're channeling all the freedom they can into their play.
Yeah, and then Mexico and England play tonight. That's going to be a fun one. I'm sure Mexico will win with the home field advantage they have, but at the same time, the English have Harry Kane, who has single-handedly kept England in every single game they've played. So
That's gotta be rough.
he had 2 goals in the last game. Otherwise, it wouldn't have even. They might have lost, and he was the only one that scored. And they were both goals that were like really hard to accomplish, essentially. But yeah, I'm finally glad I get to talk about soccer. I don't get to talk about it a lot. It's one it's one of my favorite sports, but no one cares until the World Cup rolls around. So
That is rather true. But hey, maybe this will ignite some more soccer fans in America. They'll start watching like the
yeah, I have seen a guy walk around with a Manchester United shirt on every once in a while in our store, and I like almost want to say something, but at the same time, I'm a Liverpool fan, which is their rivals. So I don't know.
Sing the Manchester United song.
I don't even know the Liverpool song, so I can't.
It's Joe from Eurotrip.
Oh no, I haven't seen that, so I don't know what you're talking about. But what else is new other than the World Cup going on? Said you've been seeing a lot of Europeans coming over here talking great about America.
Yeah. Well, and I even saw now, like a guy was talking about how British tourists coming for the World Cup are sneaking seasoning back into their UK. He's like, you're gonna call it culinary revolution. What are y'all doing?
Yeah. And the ranch, we talked about that last week.
Hey, Kraft is actually making
Kraft, you mean Hidden Valley? It's
no. Kraft dressing brand is making a flight compliant version of their ranch dressing bottles.
There's
So you can put
already there's
them in your carry-on bags and be flight
well,
compliant.
if people would look in the grocery store, there's already dried ranch. They just have to put water in it. If they would just look on the seasoning, or I guess where would that be? I guess it'd be on the same aisle with the ranch.
It's on the same aisle,
Yeah, they just need to find the packets, man. Put the
dry ranch dressing for seasoning.
yeah, just find the packets. You'll be good. They'll let you through. It's powder.
Lines of that stuff when they get back.
Just don't put it in like a baggie and try to take it to the TSA.
I saw a literal video of this person drinking ranch straight out the bottle in the parking lot. It's like, what the fuck has this done to them? Jesus.
No, I mean, you've heard the people saying they literally put crack in a bottle and have been hiding it from us. But this happens every time there's like a Europe thing over here, like when there's a bunch of people from Europe. I never understand why it's always the same thing. They just need to eventually make it over there.
Even like people from Asia come visit, they're like, "Is this what this country's actually like? The food, like the foods, like even in our northern states, the portions are bigger than what they're used to and all that shit." And we're just a bit extra our entire country. But
yeah.
No place I'd rather be.
No place. Yeah. There's the
air conditioning. That's just the Europe thing, but damn. I don't want to laugh at them for that because it's got some dark tones behind it.
yeah. Let's see if this posts well in the mute chat. There you go. That's Erland Holland.
Hey, guy.
Mm-hmm. it's a meme of him running.
Hey, he's got the aura. Jesus Christ.
He's gaining on us.
The bus.
Yeah.
He's gaining on us.
Yeah. I don't know what else have they been. Buc-ee's is making bank right now, man. They were making decent money before, but now they're like bring more Europeans over.
They've already announced they're bringing Buc-ee's to several more states in the United States. So yeah, this has only forced them to spread farther.
Yeah, they need. See, what they should do is keep them all in America and not try to spread out to other countries. And then
other countries they got their own thing when it comes to convenience.
Well, because they'll mess it up. You know they will. And then people will be like, "Oh, Buc-ee's isn't that good." And then but then the Buc-ee's here will, they'll be like, "Oh, we lost all our good publicity." But yeah. There's a
American Buc-ee's.
Yeah. It's like, will they try American McDonald's? I don't know. Hopefully somebody has.
What happens when people do try American McDonald's? I think what was it? Suise was saying that she was like, "Oh, I was thinking they'd have some kind of like special items just for Americans." Like, no, they just got.
Oh yeah, the burger. That's the special item. We just brought it everywhere else.
They got like all kinds of like special.
Yeah, they got like noodles,
burgers and stuff.
Yeah.
And hell, even Japan's got like teriyaki burgers when you go to.
We had fish bites at one point, but then they stopped those. Even those were amazing. I love those little fish bites. Yeah.
It's crazy. You ever see a Korean Waffle House?
No.
It's like an actual pastry shop.
That's funny. Well, it might be all that they can do legally there. Because that's one thing about a lot of American like fast food is like legally it's just not allowed in other countries.
I could definitely see that Well, in that regards, Burger King, McDonald's, and Wendy's have seen like a record low on their sales and stuff. They're getting outsold in every regard by Chick-fil-A and In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah. In-N-Out surprises me, but I don't know how much their food is anymore, so I haven't. We don't
For them,
have
it's
one
not
up
even just
here.
the cost; it's food quality and better service is what's getting people to go there.
Well, I mean, Chick-fil-A, yeah, I guess so, but I don't know. It's too expensive for me. I'd still choose McDonald's or Wendy's over that, but I don't get chicken, so
Oh, the last time I went to Chick-fil-A, I got like 2 sandwiches for like around $10. It wasn't that bad.
yeah, I can go to McDonald's and get 3 sandwiches for like $6.
Yeah, but they're like half the size.
Not than a chicken sandwich. No, I get the McDouble. McDouble's $2.19 each.
Ew, you eat their beef?
Oh yeah, I love McDonald's beef.
God. If last time I had one of their actually burgers, it made me sick. You gotta build up a tolerance to their beef, or otherwise it's gonna hurt your stomach.
I had a couple years where I refused to eat McDonald's, but that's because of a bad experience. But that wasn't. I wouldn't chop that up to McDonald's fault. I'd chop that up to the stupid kid who served me the food. It had like their seasoning packet still in it. So it like made me like gag and I couldn't keep food down for like 4 days. So
I just know there's plenty of places I'd rather go if I want a burger.
yeah, well, I know, but I'm not paying that much. I'd just make my own.
No, there's plenty of places where you can get a decent burger for like $6 or $7.
Again, I'm not
They,
paying that much for a burger.
and it's gonna be more filling than your McDouble.
Yeah. No, I've got.
I haven't.
I'll make my own
place that makes a burger worth $6 or $7.
Yeah, that's my problem. Steak and Shake. Steak and Shake's great. I just don't have one around here, so I'd go there. They have like a $4 meal or a $5 meal.
Cobal's got one right down the road from them.
What?
You say right down the road.
It's what it's.
Well,
I have to go down 2 of the busiest roads in my entire city to get to it. It is awful.
No, just go at like odd times. Go eat at like 2. Yeah, like 2 in the afternoon.
Those roads are busy from like 7 o'clock in the morning to 7 o'clock at night. Like,
sounds like you're going at 7.
It's like right next to. It's like right in front of an outlet mall and stuff, like high traffic area. Like, and also off of the interstate too. So there's no rest.
Yeah.
But anytime I do go to Mobile, that's where I go.
Yeah, Steak and Shake for the quality is and the price, I would say is probably the best deal. But it's not the best burger. No, I don't think anyone's saying that. It's just that it for its price and then for the Sheets is okay, but it's like $6. I'm not paying that amount. That's the thing with McDonald's as well. I agree the burger's not as good as these other places. The burger's also $2. Like heck, the burger's cheaper than $2. I can get a burger for $1.50. It's just one patty, but to add another patty, it's 2. It's 50 cents.
Where you need to be going in Mobile is Al's Hot Dogs and other fine.
The last time I went to actually I'm not gonna get into why the last time I went to Mobile, but I usually don't have time to like find a
Mobile.
Try food at. Don't worry, Cobalt. One of these days I'm gonna have a weekend off and my vehicle's gonna be straight. I'm gonna come over and visit you. We're gonna just powwow and hang out all weekend.
Oh God.
Powwow.
First off, Al's is like super close to the interstate, and second off, it's really fast because it's usually not that busy.
Good to know. You have to send me that in a DM because I don't.
How dare you use my family's term for your get-togethers?
What are you trying to like say? I'm culturally
Native
appropriating
American.
words?
Yes, you're trying to
I'm
cultural.
gonna say soda pop and you're gonna get offended.
Oh no, I don't care about that. Call that whatever you want. It just don't. We call it Coke. Everything's
That's what I call
Coke.
it.
You want a Pepsi? Sure. Or you want a Coke? Yeah. What kind? That's what we got.
Yeah, I can see that.
Look, I've only heard one person in my entire life call it soda or pop.
I call
That guy
it.
was 90 something, like 20 years ago.
I
I
call
don't call
it.
it soda, but I do call
Well,
it.
almost
I mean, I
30
don't call
years
it
ago.
pop,
Yeah.
but I'll call it soda.
I usually just say I'm going to get a drink and then buy pop, soda, whatever you want to call it. But
That's also understandable because I mean,
yeah,
saying you're gonna go get a drink could apply for anything you're getting, so that's
yeah,
just a good coverall.
yeah. Usually I'm not specifying what drink I'm getting, but I've never really had to specify what drink I'm getting, I guess. All right. Have y'all seen, this is the only other news I can think of. Have you seen the one about the UK guy who got arrested for being harassed?
Well,
It's because he punched a cop.
I'll give
But
it to him. Technically, he did punch the cop, but that's because she
she
kind of
she
slammed him
picked
against
him
the
up
wall
off the floor
after he
and
got
then
assaulted.
slammed him against the. Yeah, anyone would think it's the guy assaulting you, not a cop that did that to you.
And the thing is, even the cops on scene agreed that it was probably just a mistake because
Yeah.
he just got clotheslined from somebody.
She literally RKO'd him out of nowhere after picking him up off the ground. I think he's justified. She did a wrestling move, picked him up off the ground just to slam him against the wall. Literally.
But they're still charging the man with assault after that happened. It's like, come on.
I mean, I've never seen a video of what happened before he started getting pushed. I just see him already in the group getting pushed. I have not seen a video of what happens before that. Maybe he started it.
How it goes.
Well, but maybe he started it, but no one would know because they won't show the video of what happened before he was getting pushed. If he started it, then fine.
Sir, this is the United Kingdom. You will think what we tell you to think when we tell you to think it.
Yeah.
There's no video outside of the video we have given you. There's nothing to know outside of what we have.
Well, I mean, I get it.
Use your mind.
Well, no. I'm saying that if there was a video to help the police's case.
I know exactly what you mean. I'm
yeah.
from the UK.
Yeah. I don't know. He should have started saying, "How dare you? I'm trying to eat my succulent Chinese meal." And then maybe he would have gotten better care.
I mean, it kind of segues into what's coming up next. Apparently,
Sir, I see you're very good at karate.
Apparently, the UK passed some kind of law to help protect kids from social media.
Yeah.
They're using it to strong arm YouTube and making legacy media always be at the top of the YouTube feed and everybody's algorithm.
That's how it's always been. I wish either everybody needs to say something about it and complain about the same thing, or we just need to give it up because it's always been like that. There's always been legacy media on the recommended, no matter what.
Yeah, but no, what they're saying is that every legacy media station from the UK, or the BBC down to like anything that's like mainstream broadcast is going to be pushed on the top, the forefront of all algorithms in the UK based on a new British ruling or some shit. So basically, anything that's not like the BBC or anything that's like legacy media, it's going to be pushed way down on everybody's algorithm, making it hard for anybody to get visibility.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I think they've already been doing that. It's just right now they're just cauterizing it into law for Britain, which is
Okay, so I
bad.
guess Britain's doing that because
Yeah.
I've seen legacy media. I recommended and like
You have not seen one Jimmy Fallon clip in your top right box. You just haven't clicked on it.
I haven't, but
I see that all the time.
I get seeing it in
so
the Fox
what
thumbnails.
all you have to do is like every time it comes up, you just click don't recommend channel.
Yeah,
or you,
but
like, block
so
those channels, and after a few years, it just goes away forever.
yeah, I guess
it's not.
yeah, it probably does. I mean, that's how the algorithm works. I'm not saying anything against it. I'm just saying that, like, one, it doesn't bother me. I just don't click anything because it always plays a video I want to watch next. My algorithm's fine. It's just if I ever look at the recommended for you, it's literally almost always one of the late night shows. And I'm like, why is this? I've never once watched it. I don't know why that's the one being recommended to me. Like Jimmy Fallon, or here, let me see. I bet you if I scroll a second, I'll find one. Like the LAD Bible Stories sometimes, which is a very big name. But
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I have had to. It took me a very long time to block them on all.
But yeah, I don't mind it. It doesn't bother me, but
with a passion,
but
absolute trash.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not saying I like it. I'm just saying that it being in my recommended for you thing doesn't bother me because it always plays a video that I have autoplay on if I'm just sitting there listening to videos, and it always plays a video I would want to watch. So I don't. If it played like Jimmy Fallon or something, then maybe I would like get mad, but it doesn't. It always just goes to the next video on my like actual want to watch list. So
yeah, my thing is the LAD Bible stuff is usually always on something.
Yeah.
And I'm just not interested, not even a little bit.
Yeah, like in MSNBC is always my recommended news for some reason, even though I don't watch any news, which is hilarious. I have a Fox one here. There we go. Vice, Vice News, The Hill. So yeah, I mean, it's just, I mean, it's CBS. It's all my recommendeds. If I look on the news cycle, it's always mainstream. But I don't mind that because I just don't. I don't watch news, so. Now, if they started showing up in like whenever I'm listening to music and then all of a sudden it changes to Jimmy Fallon or something, then I'd be pretty upset. But I've never had that happen.
I mean, usually when they're playing music, YouTube takes a hint, they just play more music.
Yeah, well, or if it like played music I didn't like, but usually it plays. I just saw a video I like, but anyways. But yeah, no. Oh, look, Charming Joe.
Oh,
Everyone. All right. Well, what else we got? There's the China thing. What was the? Wait, what was the? It was just BBC's doing that?
Well, no, it's any legacy media in the UK is going to be pushed on the top of the algorithm on YouTube I guess for all UK citizens.
I think they were already doing that. They're just taking away the veil.
They got some. I think it was something got pushed in for the help protect kids from like social media and all that stuff, which is fine and all that stuff. But then they're going to also use it to put their own agenda forward too. So
yeah, who's that guy that always like dresses up like Joker makeup, and he always like has a star like a. But
Phoenix?
no, he's a British like British political commentator, but he only commentates on social media. I forget his name.
Only person I really watch is the Critical Drinker.
Hold on, I think I might know who you're talking.
He always wears like a really white makeup, and then he like has a few like black what look like cuts, but you can tell it's makeup. But he's just a white kid from from Britain. Yeah, and he always talks about stuff like I don't know, just random stuff. I forget his name, but I see him a lot. But he's on the right wing side of British stuff, I guess. I'll have to see if I can find one of his videos.
It would take me a long time. I've only seen his stuff once.
Here we go. Let me. Jake what? Jake Monroe. That's it. If you look up Jake Monroe, which is Munro, you can see the makeup immediately. But here I'll put his YouTube just because I mean I don't watch him, but that's give you a little bit of a
Yeah.
But he was the one that really covered the stabbings. He goes to all like the protests and things like that without the makeup on. So, but I think the makeup's to hide his identity, even though it really doesn't. I mean, and his face is out there without the makeup. But his little thing is alt-right nationalist goth fighting the woke matriarchy in alternative subcultures, is what his YouTube tagline is.
Yep. I mean, that's definitely a lot of adjectives.
Yeah. Why do you keep reacting to stuff and then stop reacting to things?
Because I'm tapping my screen and it keeps going off.
Oh, okay. I keep seeing a notification pop up, and I'm like, "The heck is this?"
I'm not doing it on purpose, trust me.
But all right, you were saying something about Supergirl. I haven't seen that one yet.
Apparently, it's not doing so well. It's actually I think the lowest grossing superhero movie of the current generation or whatever. Now, like
I think that was Eternals, wasn't it?
I haven't seen compared to Eternal, but I know it's done worse than Morbius and Madam Web. So
yeah, and Eternals was even worse than those.
I'll say, and the Marvels too. It did worse than them as well.
Oof.
Yeah. Which I've heard people say there's are good things like like the girl who plays Supergirl actually is not a bad actress. She did as best she could. It's just it's mostly chalked to the bad writing and direction they took the movie in.
I think
Some people say the best part was Lobo.
Okay. I mean, I'll have to watch it. I'm not gonna watch it in theaters probably, but I'll.
Oh hell no.
I mean, unless Ange wants to go, I don't mind watching stuff like that in theaters. But
go on a Tuesday. Y'all got half price matinees on Tuesday?
No, ours is like free popcorn one of the days or something like that. So
around here, Mississippi.
Where's the blah 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 redeem Aru? That is a good question. But Kagami does not join our voice call, so I can't do it.
Called her out.
I know. And I don't know how long ago he clicked that. But there's your answer, Aru. It's because Kagami does not join my voice call. If you notice, I only redeem that when she's in your call on the stream. Not that far ago. Okay, good. Then I caught it in time. Sometimes that, like, I need a. I don't know. I thought about getting a third monitor and just having like the long monitor with the chat on it. Because it is hard to see sometimes because it's out of my most right. It's the most far right thing. And
that worse.
no, because I would actually see the change. Right now, the main monitor I look at has all like the videos and other stuff I'm like researching, and then my right side monitor has my stream setup, Streamlabs, and then the far right like corner is the chat, so I can't even see it out of my peripheral half the time. So,
I got
which
I got the stream on one of my screens and the podcast themes on my phone. That's how
yeah,
I operate.
yeah, I've thought about like a third monitor wouldn't help me much, but it also wouldn't hurt.
It hurt that time though, but not too bad.
No, it wouldn't hurt at all.
I said it wouldn't be that bad. I mean, monitors aren't nearly as bad, especially like the huge TVs people get. Those are where you start really losing power.
Yeah, I'd say my air conditioning probably uses more power than anything.
God. You ain't wrong. Shit, our power bill was over $200 last month.
My goodness, mine's not even that high. The heck?
You see, like, it's working its ass off right now.
Yeah, well, I guess y'all are hotter than we are, but still.
And my dad's home all day, so the AC's going all day.
Yeah.
If people like when people it used to be whenever like everybody was at home, we turned the thermostat up to like 80 or something, and then just turned it back down when we
Yeah.
get home. But now it's running all day.
Is your dad watching any of the World Cup?
He might be, but I doubt it. He's watching a lot of extra stuff recently when he's not watching racing and auto stuff. Full Custom Garage is also an amazing show.
Mhm.
So, got anything else, Cobalt, for the current events? Oh,
Particularly.
you know what we should have asked for current events? What did everybody do for the 4th of July?
Went to family's house, ate dinner, watched a few fireworks, and left.
Cool.
Sold a katana. The most American thing. Most American thing I could do was sell a katana to my nephew.
I mean, a lot of countries don't allow you to carry a sword in public, so that actually is quite American.
I think it's legal in Japan.
Not sure.
Almost no way. That's
I'm Google this real quick.
Maybe you have to legally be like an authorized samurai.
It is illegal to carry a sword in public in Japan under the Firearms and Swords Control Law. You cannot openly carry or walk around with any bladed weapon, including authentic katanas, replicas, or any other training tools like Yato. Self-defense is not a valid justification for carrying a sword. What are these rules, man?
you can have it, but it has to be registered, and it pretty much has to be like historical in some way.
My fully semi-auto katana is not registered with the government.
Not your sting.
Ownership requirements. Good lord.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking. Look, more power to them. They live in a polite society, apparently. But as for my 4th of July, I mean, I started barbecuing pretty early, so I'd be done with lunch. I spent by lunch, I was spent over 3 hours barbecuing and shit like that. I helped my nephew install a ceiling fan, play some games, watch some stuff, just spend time with my family.
Yeah.
I was tempted to go shoot some tannerite for a little Fourth of July celebration, but I was like, yeah, it's fucking hot outside. Let me just stay inside today. I was done by noon. I was not going back outside. How about you, Cobalt?
I didn't do very much.
You watched Counter Strike, didn't you?
Sure.
That's a current event. How's the Counter Strike tournaments going?
And there's not a major tournament going on right now, so
Mm.
it's
What's up?
low ranked teams that aren't really worth watching, except for the fact that a new map came out.
Really?
Or at least a map that hasn't been played competitively in a very long got added to the competitive.
Hmm.
God, I wish I would have clutched that round on freaking CS on Canals yesterday, or whatever the name of that map was. The one in like Egypt or some shit. I got like 6 kills, man, and planted the bomb.
Well,
Was it-
whatever map you played, I promise it was not canals.
Yeah, that's on CS:GO. It's the one that's like in Egypt or some shit. I can't remember what the fuck it's called. I just know it's got some. Oh, it's got a canal on it. That's the reason I call it canals. Remember when I threw the grenade through the door? You thought somebody was behind you, so you went in and you got killed. But I was down in the canal.
Oh yeah, you're talking about ancient. Okay. Or not
That's not
ancient,
ancient.
Anubis. Anubis.
Yeah, Anubis. Yeah, that one. My bad. I set you up. I didn't mean to.
He set you up.
Cobalt just got after the round, and he was like, "Who the fuck was behind me and threw a grenade? Didn't follow me." I'm like, "Well, I threw a grenade through the door from down the canal. Why were you in the canal? Because I was fighting at A."
For reference, the bomb had been down mid for a very long time.
Yeah, and
And
I was in the middle of hot conflict.
uh-huh.
So you threw it in some place where you're not in hot conflict.
Well,
So-
no, like after that conflict had ended, I was going up the canal towards B, and I saw there was conflict going on in mid. So from this little hole in the wall, I chucked the grenade through the door to hopefully hit those guys and help out who was fighting mid. Cobalt took that as somebody was with him, so he was gonna push through with somebody backing him up, and there was nobody with him because I was down in the canal.
You know,
Yeah.
like I said,
It was an unfortunate miscommunication of sorts.
It's the more unfortunate part is the way the mini map works in that part of the map. It's very easy to think someone is on the same level as you when they're actually below.
Yeah, because it's a mini map. You can't see the full picture. You just see the icons right behind you, but the icons down like a story below you.
Yeah, but most maps don't have multiple levels like that.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, good times. All right, I can't think of any more current events besides that. I mean, I heard China's got a new plane. I hadn't had a chance to look into it yet, though. Fighter jet.
We've already beaten it.
The F-22 ain't got a chance to beat anything. So he was locked in a hangar for all of his existence.
The F-22 didn't even have to show up to beat it. How bad it was.
I mean, that's the running joke. It's like all these other planes have like like these high win records, The F-22 has just no record at all because it's just never let out the pin. Supposed to be the baddest aircraft on the planet, but I guess we just don't know until we get to see it.
I mean, why should they release anything?
Well, that's the reason you don't want to do it, is because you don't want anybody to get combat data on our plane until we absolutely need to use it. Now, if we release the F-45, which is supposed to be like the next gen fighter for America, then they might start using the F-22. We'll see though. Yeah, that's all I got for current events. Anybody else?
I don't think there's anything else that I can think of. All right, we'll go into the next question. What are things you have most knowledge about? I put could be obscure or not.
Now, context, is this like amongst people I know, or just like I just feel confident I know a lot about this?
Could be both. Like, I just have random. Like, it's because I was a referee for so long in basketball that I know random rules that people just like, that's not a rule. And I'm like, look it up.
The man
And
was there when the old matches
it
were
happens. I was there when do not speak the deep scripture to me. But like there's a weird like out of bounds rule where it doesn't matter how long you've been out of bounds, you can't come back in and touch the ball. Somebody else has to. A lot of people misunderstand that and they're like, I was in bounds for like 20 seconds. Well, if no one else touched the ball, you still have to wait. It's just a weird rule that I don't, even refs might not agree with sometimes, but I think in the NBA, it's just establish that you're in bounds now, but in high school, it's still not changed.
There was this that I can't remember. I think it was I don't think it was a pro game. I think it was a college game where a former rugby player was playing for a college team as a punter, and he went to punt the ball. I think it got blocked. He picked it up and started to run with it, but before it got to the line of scrimmage, he punted it a second time. At first, it was ruled early, but after review, they're like, actually, there's no rule against punting it twice because the guy knew like there was no rule against punting it twice, so he did it twice. They had to call back the penalty, and they got to punt the ball.
Yeah.
It's one of those obscure things that nobody even thought about.
It's true. I don't know. It's a lot of sports like that. I just read rules because I want to understand the sport, and then it's how it is with soccer too. Like they called back a goal because they called offsides because the guy was behind the goalkeeper, and you're not allowed to be behind anybody except for in soccer you have to have two people defending you to be onside, and they called it back because he was behind the goalkeeper, and people are like, but there was a player on the other side, and it's like the rule's two people. The rule is not. That's why usually the goalkeeper's the one everyone looks at.
Normally the goalkeeper would be behind everyone else. That's not always the case.
Yeah.
A little more complicated.
Or you can't be offsides on a free kick. I never understood why people don't just go all the way to the goal and then, try and hit it in. But
this not the
I mean,
spirit.
it might not be the best position, but at the same time, I'd have one guy go and do it just to make sure they have to guard him. But
Yeah, it usually would not be in your best interest. That's just because normally the goalie is gonna get to it before you.
yeah,
Be able to get that.
could also do it just to keep everybody on side because usually they have a player mark them no matter what. So, but
Yeah, that could come into play if somebody decided.
but there's a lot of weird stuff like that in both. But that's not. I mean, that's not everything. What about you, Pat? What's your what's your niche thing, or not even
Well,
niche? Because I wouldn't call basketball niche.
I, as far as like general goes, I don't think I'm actually really like knowledgeable about anything more than than the average person. Like, if you were to average it out, like people who have knowledge that I have is that there are people that go way past me. But as far as people I know, probably the two things that I only say is because nobody else really are into these hobbies like I am, and that would be blacksmithing and guns. I mean, I know a lot of people that cook. I know a lot of people that play games. I know a lot of people that do a lot of the things I like to do. But I like when it comes to learning about different types of guns and how to practice blacksmithing. I don't know anybody else who does those things as hobbies as much as I do. So those are probably the two
Mm.
things I excel at as far as the people I know goes.
How to get a whole bed on your right shoulder while looking upstairs.
I mean, anybody can do that.
You'd be surprised. People might not be able to figure it out.
Yeah. But considering that I work with an entire company that does that, I can't say that I excel over that more than everybody else.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I regularly take and again, I do know a lot of people that are into guns, but they do like the bare minimum maintenance. They don't build them, they don't take them apart, they don't replace parts on them. I do all that. As far as like internal knowledge and workings, I know more than most people I know.
Hmm.
But anyway, that's I mean, like I said, there's just so much. I'm mediocre. I'm a jack of all trades. That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
What do you got? Cobalt, Alabama football,
I mean, it really just kind of like
Hating Auburn.
nuclear.
what you consider, because like a lot of my friends are also from my work past, so they would know. Well, most of them would know similar amounts about like I guess like in my family, I would know a lot more about radiation and nuclear shit.
You definitely have the edge on me on
Well,
that.
actually, I take that back because I also worked in the lab, like doing all the gaming stuff, and none of my friends have done that, so I'm a lot more familiar with that side of things.
You mean like you said gaming lab?
Gamma count. So
Okay.
like determining how much radiation is in something, what type of radiation is in it, specifically like what isotope it is. So like if it's potassium or something else, it's almost always potassium.
It's always potassium.
If
It's never,
they,
it's never lupus.
if there's nothing else in it, it's potassium. There could be something else in it, but there will always be potassium. Radioactive potassium is everywhere.
No, my banana's trying to kill me.
I mean, if you eat a few million of them, sure, you'll give yourself a little.
I have a better chance of killing myself with water from just drinking it.
I don't know. All my life until I guess meeting you, Pat, although I still feel like I have a slight edge on some things, has been anime.
Oh.
I
mean,
also,
I've been watching slightly longer than you. That's all there is.
Yeah, but you don't dive into like the rom-com as much as I did.
You definitely got me beating rom-coms.
Yeah, and you've probably got me beating all action. But
yeah, I do like me some action anime.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that.
I would also say I probably know the rules of soccer a little bit better than most people.
There you go.
I did play soccer from when I was 5 until I was 19. Then I refed for 2 more years after that.
There you go. You can be a World Cup ref at this point.
Oh.
Oh God, no! The amount of like cardio that it takes to be a World Cup ref is insane. Like, even just being a high school ref, like you got to be in pretty good shape. Like World Cup, those guys are literal athletes.
Yeah.
You're running for just hours.
Well, 90 plus minutes.
There's something I feel like I it's not even saying that I do well. It's just like maybe I'm just adaptable. It comes back to my whole jack of all trades thing. Is with most things, whether it's like gaming or actually like physical activity, like working with your hands, doing different things. I can be pretty decent right off the bat as long as I can like see how something's done. Like I get told that I pick up things really fast. Like whether it doesn't matter whether it's like swinging a hammer, like for like certain things, or playing video games. I'm very adaptable when it comes to stuff like that. I've been told.
Yeah, I can see that. Just quick learner.
Like a friend of mine, and I didn't even know I had this reputation amongst my my D&D friends. I had a buddy. He was playing 3D Castlevania game, where it's kind of like a hack and slash game, like Devil May Cry. And we were all hanging out, and we were not even at his house. And he's talking about how he's had a hard time with this level, and one of them goes, "Oh, just get Patrick to beat it." I said, "Excuse you?" Like, "Oh yeah, this dude, he could just put a game from him, he'll beat it." So we all went to his house, and he was in this labyrinth level. I figured out the labyrinth in like 10 to 15 minutes, and then with only knowing the 3 basic attacks, I beat the boss fight that came right after it. I was like, I didn't even know I had that reputation amongst you guys. I learned something about myself that day.
Yeah. I'd have that probably with fighting games, but nothing else. But only for like the first day everyone plays a fighting game, I could probably beat anybody. But like if I haven't played it, but then after about a week, that's when I start to just get absolutely destroyed.
When people start learning the deeper mechanics, it's like, yeah,
I'm just like, I can learn the combos way faster than anybody else, but then as soon as you learn like, no, there's super armor in this thing, I'm like, okay, now I'm out. Uninterested.
I'm kind of good at reading people, at least picking up their patterns. Like I played against people in like some of the older Mortal Kombats where like after playing them for like 2 or 3 rounds, I start beating them because they got predictable. I'm like, dude, you keep doing this move. I'm gonna read it every time now that I know how to beat it. Stop doing that. I just told you how to beat me. Stop doing that.
Yeah, people do fall in a lot of easy combos.
And when it comes to fighting games, I actually do that too. I tell people like, look, the reason why this keeps hitting you is because you got to block here and then do this. Like, I'll tell people how to stop me from hitting them, and then it still don't work.
No, I mean, I don't coach people usually. I just beat them, and then after a week, if somebody gets mad and like actually tries at something, then I'm like, okay, now it's no fun.
No. I don't play anybody that gets mad at fighting. Well, I had one friend, a guy
I meant
would
like
say
get
that was
mad and then like tries to actually learn the game, because that's my thing. Is I won't learn a fighting game. I'll just get on the first day and be decent. I could be like a low level, like you thought I'd be playing for a couple years the first time I ever pick up a fighting game, but then I just drop, I don't learn anything.
the guy I went well, Ose and a couple of guys I went to high school with. We used to just take turns playing different fighting games. MVC, two,
Yeah.
the Soul Calibers, like Killer Instinct. We would like go around in circles. We never really got heavy into like public play and all that stuff. Just we would just like fight each other on the weekend and just like get better by fighting each other. That's all that was.
Yeah. No, that's what happened when I entered Soul Calibur. I was really good at it, and then they took out Killick, and I was like, okay, no.
Again, I
I
hope they
just don't
revive the
care.
series. Started with Soul Calibur 1. Like just go
I
back to
just,
Soul Calibur 1.
yeah, I just don't care anymore. Y'all can have the game for all I care. Quit changing my characters, please.
Well, we gotta balance it and add new mechanics.
You can add all you want, just don't change my character.
What the balance?
I hate that. I hate it when they do that in fighting games.
I never noticed a change with. I never noticed a huge change with Siegfried. Did they ever like nerf him?
Siegfried's different. His key stuff is not changed. It's just his combos are. And so that is, people get frustrated with that because that is kind of really frustrating when they change his actual like good combos that are actual viable. They change those. They don't change his main fighting style, but they change the combos that make him viable in competitive play.
I don't know.
So
I didn't play him in that one little small like 8-person tournament that I was in at Babbage's. I didn't play. I played Taki in that tournament. I didn't even play Siegfried.
yeah,
And that was on
no,
Soul Calibur 3.
I would be definitely a Killick player if they ever brought back his original move set, but I know they'll never do that.
Dude, I just remember like at our local arcade, they had a Soul Calibur. I think it was Soul Calibur 3 arcade, and they had that campaign. Everybody's like 90% of the people who had a profile save had Keelik as their main in that on the campaign. I'm like, Jesus Christ, play somebody else, y'all. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm not a. I mean, I played him before people thought he was good, and then all of a sudden they discovered that he has just endless combo. But
I had a friend that made him. It was a bitch.
Yeah, he has a couple moves that are very annoying, but then like I would say his main matchup is one Siegfried. I hated Siegfried. But I also didn't like. Wait, hold on. What is this? Oh, okay. But I didn't like facing people who played Maxi really well because Maxi was a dodging character and it just absolutely destroys everything.
He did sidestep a lot. But I kind of wish I would have got better at Maxi, but I was just better with Taki. But no, like As far as I was saying though, like as far as coaching, like yeah, anytime I discovered a new mechanic, I would be like, tell them, I was like, oh, like MVC2, I was the one that figured out push blocking because by then we just ate chip damage until we died. And I was like, oh wait, no, if you push this button, it pushes them back, and then they're like, I did, and they're like, how'd you fucking do that? I'm like, you just push this button. I just figured it out. Calm down, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, good times. Mm. Oh, sorry, I got distracted.
Everyone's getting distracted. I'm making a work email, so.
I was just thinking about that amazing experience that me and Cobalt had playing Far Cry 4 last night. Fucking Ubisoft had a master class with that game. I think we lost Cobalt.
Ubisoft did not cook. That's all I have to say about that.
At least not when it comes to the co-op, right?
Awful.
Man, he had some choice words to say, which I'm not gonna repeat on stream. Mostly because I was just laughing too much to hear what he was saying.
That game was the development decisions are unreal.
Like I said, you just don't understand Ubisoft's vision, all right? I'm sure
Ubisoft doesn't understand Ubisoft's vision.
Well, no, they did. They just fired the guy who understood the vision because they couldn't afford to keep him anymore.
Oh, I'm about to get a text. Well, I guess, what else have we got?
After this, just the hot take, right?
Well, I meant, like, what other...
Oh, things we exceed at?
Not exceed. See, that's the thing, is, like, just have random knowledge about, like,
Oh, dude, I don't even know if it's anything useful, but my family is often fucking baffled by the shit that I just know. Like, I'll just come up with some random shit there, like just a fact that I just know. Like, how the fuck do you remember all this? I'm like, I'm weird.
Nobody knows.
Like,
Oh
some of
my
this shit I learned in school. I'm like,
goodness.
what, you didn't pay attention to school? They taught us this in the 9th grade.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember your hot take is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it
say about that one?
Is it not a hot take for you?
It's kind of a hot take.
It
Mostly the
depends
latter.
on how you.
Might even way more of a hot take when you hear what I have to say about it.
Oh, mercy.
Yeah, because there's a lot of different ways you can go with that, because it encompasses a lot of things.
Yeah. I hate Apple. Can we stop doing things on Apple, please?
Yeah, just don't buy it.
Somebody in my work is trying to share a calendar with me and apparently has a time limit, so I can't even get the calendar anymore.
Because Apple.
Because I don't know why. Like, there shouldn't be a time limit on a calendar somebody shared with you so I can look at stuff for work. There should be no time limit for that. Why in the world would they put a time limit for an accepting a calendar? That is so dumb.
Because they want to clear out that cloud data. Because you're like,
Yeah.
like 5 megabytes is just too much space to take up.
Yeah, they're trash. A trash company.
Garbage.
Yeah. I never... And... Oh, something that happened this week that I wanted to talk about just because it's random and I thought it'd be funny. keep getting notifications from my city for weather conditions. Like they're sending out a like flood watch or a thunderstorm watch. And y'all, I mean, Pat, you've been up here, but they don't know what a thunderstorm is. I'm like, what? I'm like, yeah, it's a lot of rain, but like, my God, can y'all stop? I'm from a place where tornadoes every year, so like,
Dude, we've had some bad rain like the last month. Like roads flooded everywhere. Like I had to close shit down. I had to I had to detour like fucking 30 miles. It was bullshit.
yeah, I mean, my work lost power today,
Ooh.
but I think it's from like a transformer going down, not from the weather. But so yeah, we got to leave early, which is good, but still. I didn't think we were going to have the podcast tonight because I was like, I got a lot of work to do. And then the power went out. I was like, well,
Woo.
too late for that. Yeah.
Saved by God.
But, all right. Well, hot take of the week.
Wait, one last thing before we get into the hot take, and that's because it is the season. Have y'all made any game purchases since the recent like seasonal sale started on Steam?
Nope. Just Mecha Chameleon, but I don't even think it was on sale.
I bought quite a few new things actually, and a few of them I've already. Yeah, have you? What's interesting new games have you bought since the Steam sale started?
There hasn't really been anything good that was on sale.
I mean,
Yeah.
Far Cry 4.
I mean, like the only thing that
Far Cry 4 for years.
Yeah. The only thing I can see on here that I'd like, there's The Witcher for $3.99, but like, I don't like most of the things they put on sale. Like maybe Xenoverse, just because it was a okay game.
Yeah, it had a fun plot.
But like, I just don't. I guess I just don't play enough games or even care for most of these. Rain World, there we go. I could possibly get into Rain World.
Hey, that's actually got a co-op in it. I've had that game for years and never I haven't really played it much. So if you want to do some co-op Rain World, let's go.
Well, I'd have to buy it, but
Well, there's the
what Plague Inc. was not free? The heck? Oh, it's evolved. Plague Inc. evolved. Wasn't Plague Inc. free?
Plague Inc. got replaced by some like nonsense ages ago. They've made it a much bigger game now.
Yeah, I remember playing.
But I definitely prefer the classic.
Yeah, I played it on my phone a lot of times. Black Desert, what's this? Sandbox action RPG.
Wait, is Black Desert the old one?
No. This is like a Final Fantasy style game, it looks like. Well, newer Final Fantasy, I should say, not the old stuff. Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2.
No, thank you.
Watch Dogs 2, Dead Space. The Invincible. No, I'm just looking at the sale. I haven't ever looked at this. I haven't looked at anything on here. I mean, Binding of Isaac's on sale. Maybe. I don't know. Usually the sales aren't good enough for me. So, like the 90% off stuff's intriguing. But anything else is that's like 60, I'm like, okay. Not enough.
The only game I bought that wasn't like a very like over 50% off was Dungeon Alchemist. But I've got a few games in the last 2 days, and Heck, one of them I played today for the first time, beat it, and got all achievements in 77 minutes.
Yeah. Like Hades. Hades looks intriguing. But still, for $6.24, I don't know.
Hades is actually a very popular series. Like people were like really raving when Hades 2 was coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I bought Days Gone.
Oh, zombies. He's getting into the zombie genre. Oh no.
I mean, I've always been into the zombie genre to an extent.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, I
7
also got
Days to
Ghost.
Die is on
I got
sale.
I got Ghost and Goblins today too. Well, Ghost and Goblins Resurrection.
Bloons Tower Defense 6 is on sale.
Actually, I have that game already. I just gotta get to level 20 so I can unlock multiplayer mode in that too.
I haven't. I played like 4? Was it 4 that I played? It was on my phone. It's been a long time since I played Bloons.
I've put 2.5 hours into it. I just need to play a little bit more. I can do multiplayer.
Yeah. Yeah, none of these look that interesting.
It's not a bad tower defense game.
Krita. You finally got Krita.
I got Krita.
I mean, it's free. Why not? Oh, it's not.
It's not
The
free.
heck? It's free on the web, on like Google.
Uh-huh.
You just download it. Yeah, it's free on Google. You just go there and download it. What, did you buy it on Steam?
No, I didn't buy it on Steam.
Are you sure? Literally just a free editing software, and you bought it. That's funny.
I had it on my old laptop before. I couldn't remember if it was still free.
Yeah, always. Oh, if it's like a Paint or something like that, always search it on Google first because it might just be free, and they put it.
It was $5. I wasn't paying it.
Well, next time you say that, hey, give me the $5, please.
I'll give you $5 right now.
Do it. Just like, oh, this is only $5. Immediately open my Twitch and gift me a sub, and then I'll be.
I gotta send you a gift card on Steam.
No, I'm kidding, but I didn't even know they sold it on Steam, to be honest.
Neither did I.
Why is it? Do people actually buy this? The heck?
I do have one friend who's spent 4 minutes on it recently, so yes.
People don't. I almost want to put a comment in there for recommending it, saying people don't know it's free.
Hey, there is one. I'm looking at now. There is one bonus for why it's on Steam. Buying it on Steam comes with a Steam Cloud, so you can save documents to Steam Cloud, not lose them.
Can't you just save Krita to your own computer and not lose them?
I mean, sure, but if something happens to your computer and you don't have them saved or uploaded somewhere, you can lose them. That's just
I mean, I guess so, but it's an extra step.
I wasn't thinking that hard into it, but I was just like, fuck it.
Nah, I mean, it supports whoever makes Krita, I guess, and Steam. But
that's another reason I don't mind. Like $5 for the people who made one of the most downloaded drawing apps ever. Sure, $5.
Wow. Next time, yeah, just give me a sub instead, and then download the free version.
Nah, you gotta earn that sub, dog.
But
I ain't seen any new content besides just three old white guys talking to each other.
Hey, I'm not white. What are you talking about?
I mean, by early 1900 standards, no, you're not white.
By any standard, I'm technically not white.
No, by modern standards, you're definitely white.
No, I'm Native American.
You're white, dude. They couldn't. You would have been a victim of the Holocaust.
No, I wouldn't, because I'm not Jewish.
There were people who weren't just Jewish or victims of the Holocaust.
Yeah, but I wasn't. None of my ancestry was even involved.
I was kind of poking a joke at Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh.
Because she was saying there was no racism in the Holocaust; it was just white on white violence. It's like, bitch, please. What's wrong
Wait,
with you?
didn't they also gas like black people for being black too?
They did a lot of war crimes.
Yeah, that's what I was like. That's wait a second here.
I mean, he without sin cast the first stone, I guess, but that's pretty bad.
What? What? You're gonna say that about the
Saying that's
okay. Okay,
so
I thought I was a bit.
You did let me finish. I was about to say that's a pretty big fucking stone.
At this point, I don't want to let you just make it funnier.
All right, pops. Oh, nice. Glad to hear it. But I guess that's a pretty big stone. You need a catapult to throw that stone.
All right. Well, hot take. We'll get into that. Alchemy is real and needs to be studied. And then / human experimentation should be allowed. And when I say that, I mean that I think we should put death row inmates on it. But
I mean, alchemy is real. By what metric do you mean? I mean, just somebody like mixing stuff together to make potions, or what?
no, and yes, like alchemy's a scientific, like it is a science. You can put stuff together to make something else. Now, although like just everything, you can make gold out of something that doesn't have any of the materials for gold is not true. But you can make gold in a lab. I agree. I think you can do that.
I mean, they make artificial diamonds.
Well, but I think they could make artificial diamonds that are like so realistic you can't tell the difference as well. They just don't, because then it would, completely destroy the market for diamond. That or they're doing it and they're selling them without telling anybody. If you can't tell the difference, then no one would know anyway.
I mean, diamonds are just a scam to begin with. There's not even a shortage of diamonds. They
True.
Hold them in stock and only release a specific amount. It's all artificial.
Yeah. Yeah, I can highly agree with that. But I believe there are some that are harder than others, and the ones that they use for like the grinders and stuff are have to be.
But when it comes to like this whole alchemy thing, like that's to a certain extent it is studied, and that it led to modern chemistry.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm saying. I think we need to go farther.
And like atomic physics and like biochemistry.
Mm-hmm. Let's say fission happens on a daily basis, which alters the structure of elements and stuff.
Well, I mean, since they figured out that you could attempt to construct atoms, they've been doing that. Like there's a lot of elements that don't actually naturally exist that have only.
Yeah, so I think we should just make it legal to do it on humans.
No,
I mean,
alchemy is not human experiments, first of all.
So here's the thing, right? To a certain extent, that is kind of what biochem is. Well, like
I guess so.
Engineering. Because you're not like doing it directly on a human. You're taking samples.
No, I'm saying
the genomes, or like
I'm saying full human I'm saying full human chimera experimentation, but with like that's inmates, death row inmates. Let's go.
Look, in the late 90s, early 2000s, my biochemistry teacher showed us how we could actually mutate E. coli with just a few little, like some genes from a jellyfish and some heat shocking and stuff. It was actually really easy to do, and that's just basic level biochemistry. Like we're already past. We could do gene therapy and practice like eugenics if we wanted to. It's just been deemed not appropriate.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where
I couldn't agree on the death row inmate thing though, because
They sometimes get it wrong.
Yeah.
They often
I would
get
say
things wrong.
I
think it wouldn't be worth the risk.
I
I
can
just heard
agree,
about
but when it's
a
like
Texas-
something like we caught a terrorist in the act, I'm like, all right, send them to the human experimentation booth.
Well, wait, was it Iowa or Idaho that said that now pedophiles can be sentenced to death by firing squad?
Okay. Yeah, if they're caught, if they're like literally caught, like there's no question, that's where I'd say like those people go to the experimentation room. If it's like over years, they just accumulated so many, life sentences and whatever, and now they're on death row. And then we find out that the reason they're on death row was actually, needed to be,
Well,
played out in court.
so it's difficult. In my mind, it would basically require video evidence.
True, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but I think there's like the people with literal video evidence is what I'm saying. Because there's enough of those.
Yeah, because one of the more recent things is the guy that like
From
their
Texas.
science used to say like shaken baby syndrome is the only thing that can like cause these symptoms.
I
but
just heard
his
that today too.
baby-
That guy in Texas.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I mean, I heard it a couple of weeks ago, but
But then they find out, yeah, it's not.
determined that other diseases or other illnesses can cause the exact same symptoms, and he, as a father, was actively trying to get help from a doctor to take care of his sick child. So it's
hold on.
But
look,
that's
I'll
what
make
I'm
this one.
saying. That's not a death row inmate for me though.
Well, he actually dodged
well, he
execution
is
like
on
2 or 3
he
times.
was on death row.
Yeah,
for a very long time.
seems weird that he would be on death row for that.
He only avoided getting executed because the appeals went through like at the right moment to pause
Yeah.
his execution.
No, I understand. I understand all that. I'm saying literally the guys, like, we know there's no possible way they're not guilty. Like, they were caught on video doing this thing. Like, maybe they were a school shooter and they're on every single camera and we just happen to catch them alive. Take them, experimentation.
They confess to it.
The window opportunity for that is going to be short because as we speak, the ability to make or manufacture video evidence gets stronger and stronger.
True, true. AI is making it really difficult to get there. But then I still think it goes to like, police getting a tip off and catching the guy in a, a pedophile act should be, he goes immediately to death row. We put him in the experimentation room now.
But I was actually just looking at the law on that Idaho. If the victim was 12 or younger and like it was an exceptionally egregious offense, they are eligible for execution in Idaho.
Yeah, I think that should be everywhere, but some people are like, minor attractive persons.
Ugh.
Yeah, okay.
On that regard, there's a whole thing going on in California right now where the same guy who was arguing for people who are minor attracted purpose to have better rights are getting yelled at by those supporters because he doesn't condemn the whole Gaza. He hasn't openly condemned the whole Gaza situation. So they're like, we appreciate you standing up for people from this community and all that stuff, but you're a piece of shit for not speaking out on Gaza. It's like, y'all are all sick. Fucking. It was a California state senator from San Francisco.
Yeah. Let's just tell the Middle East, hey,
What these pedophiles?
Stop. And if you don't, boom. But that'd be me.
That's what Israel's been doing. Like, stop, boom.
No, I include Israel in that too. The stop. But at the same time, I don't hold Israel accountable for a lot of stuff because most of the time they were just retaliating to the thousands of bombs that are thrown on them like every day. But still,
I'll give them that. They do get a lot of shit sent at
yeah.
them.
Like I don't know why people get all upset when it's like, oh, they did one strike and it happened to hit a bunch of civilians, when literally like Israel's getting hit by I don't know how many. It's just they have that Iron Dome that blocks everything. Not
Blocks
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shouldn't say everything. It blocks a lot. But it's like they need that, otherwise they'd be leveled already.
No, it pissed me off is when we were trying to do peace talks with fucking Iran. Iran
Yeah,
tried to
yeah.
back up because Israel attacked Lebanon, but we told them you need to tell Hezbollah to stop bombing Israel. It's like we can't control our allies. Well, you expect us to control ours? The fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah, I don't know. Just Hezbollah even sounds like hoopla. All right.
Oh man, just figure it out, guys.
Oh, how about we just like turn off all cameras, like I said, and all communications, everything to the Middle East, and then say, hey, we're going to turn around for an hour. And then we will come back in an hour, and whoever's there is there. We will help you. And then we're good.
We're gonna just clean slate you guys, okay?
Yes.
Jesus.
Figure it out in an hour. You have a full hour. We're not going to do anything. And then after an hour, we'll come back and we'll do damage control. And I think what we'll find is that most of it's leveled, and we can help the rest of them rebuild and say, don't ever do this again. You are now America now.
You're now America.
Yeah. Welcome to America.
You have all the ranch dressing and football.
Yeah, and then we bring in and then McDonald's and Dollar Generals pop up everywhere.
They get the first out of the country Buc-ee's to ever exist.
Yeah, there you go. And it just becomes a giant
Fresh
Buc-ee's.
On the board.
2 million lane gasoline. Just
they don't have that many
not right now they don't, but if
time. Not with that attitude you want.
Yeah. Just giant Buc-ee's. All right. But
that whole kind of reminds me of that apparently Hassan Piker's in doo-doo for like the 13th time in the last 2
he's
months.
never not in doo-doo.
Well, but because of that, I heard like he's actually probably one of the best arguments I've ever heard against birthright citizenship because of his whole situation. Like
I gotta say that I don't agree with the people on his on that one, because technically there's no official knowledge of when his parents became citizens. They could have became citizens before he even was born. So I'm not.
What I understand, from what I said, the timeline of events was that they weren't citizens whenever he was born. I think that he was born in Guam, which was a U.S. Territory at the time. So when he was born, which his parents weren't citizens, they just were visiting Guam. He became a U.S. citizen for being born in the U.S. territory. Then he was brought back to Turkey and raised his entire life, and then came to America, became the most anti-American streamer on Twitch. Like he is the most popular anti-American streamer on Twitch, and
I understand all that. At the same time, there's no, like, we'll never know. They're not going to release when they became citizens. But at the same time, there's a possibility they were citizens before he even was born, because they were wealthy people that traveled everywhere. And so they could have already been American citizens who spent a lot of time here. So I don't like the dispute on that, because that's just another, like Obama is not a U.S. citizen. Like his whole family lived here. It doesn't matter where he was born. I don't care. He was an American. He's like I hate that argument.
Well, what outside of that argument, what about the supposed like birthing vacations that people take?
No, I don't like any of that, but like until they change the law, there's nothing to. Not even change the law. I think Kavanaugh's right. There was already laws in place for this. We just don't enforce them.
Yeah, because I mean, as far as the way things are enforced right now, people can be born here, brought back to the country, and then move back when they're 18 and get to vote in our elections.
Unless they read the
laws.
No. The law's already there for that to be just voted as you aren't a citizen. It's already in there. They just need to like codify it in the. So the amendment says, here, let me bring it up. It's in the, what is it? Thereof is the word that I know everybody. Supreme Court, the 14th. Okay, I don't want to hear about what you want it to say, Google. Give me what the 14th Amendment is. I looked up the 14th Amendment. All persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof. That's already in there. So they have to, like, it's an and, it's not or, and subject to the jurisdiction thereof. If they are not subjects of the United States, then they were not born United States citizens. So, like, if the parents aren't citizens, they could put it on the law already that they're not. But and that's what Kavanaugh was saying is like, it's already in there. Y'all just have to make laws in your own states for it. Like it's in the 14th Amendment. So I don't know. I agree with them on that one. But I also, I wish they had changed it to where it said, you must be a citizen, your parents must be a citizen or something.
The whole reason birthright system even became a thing was to protect
slaves.
Slaves.
Yeah, slaves that were born here.
Which was fair, but now it looks like it's going to be getting abused if they don't do something about it.
I mean, it was to help them, but it was also to help anybody else, like the Irishmen who came over and were just thrown in factories but never given citizenship. Like it's not just for slaves or whatever. I guess you could call Irishmen slaves at that point, but
I can't remember if it was you. I mentioned that too, but that was actually an old history lesson I learned about where one person was critical of both the North and the South. They told the South like, yeah, you're terrible for slavery, but North, don't be too judgmental. You're doing the same thing to the Irish. Like you're just not claiming them as slaves, but you're treating them like they're slaves.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, shit.
Yeah, but I also agree. Anybody that we use, like, it's easy to say it now, but it's hard to like justify it. Like anybody who's been here for like 20 years, I say just make them citizens, and then we stop all this stupid talk, and then kick everyone else out.
There should be a fair. There should be a legal.
Like if you hid for 20 years, man, I want to shake your hand. You did it. Good on you.
If somebody's been here for several, and I mean several years, there should be an express lane. Like, look, you've been paying taxes, you've been doing this.
Well, taxes are a bit. No. What we're giving him is, how about this? For everybody that's here illegally, we say, all right, you can be a U.S. citizen. Here's the back taxes bill from the last however many years you've been here. Or you can leave.
If you've been here that long, there should be a way for you to you've obviously learned a lot about our culture. become part of the society. So yeah, there should be a faster undetected citizen.
Debatable. I know.
Debatable. That's a person-to-person thing, though.
Well, that's what I mean. Is like I've known several. Like they're citizens, so I'm not saying we should kick them out or anything. But there's a lot of citizens in Texas, southern Texas, that are like literally just speak Spanish. Don't care anything for really America. They just want to live their lives, and that's fine with them. They came through the correct way, even. So I have no problem with it, but I'm just saying that they're not trying to assimilate to America. They're just, living their lives.
Dude, even if you want to,
and a lot of times they still like Mexico more.
Every ethnic group that's moved to America form their cliques. Like that's why you got like Chinatown in New York and stuff like that. Every ethnic group moves here. They prefer to be around their own. They just agree to be part of America's like our defining culture, like our laws, our way of living. You can still do your own thing to however you want to do it. That's why we have freedom of religion and shit like that. But you gotta at least conform to the normal cultures that like you don't do certain things. And
you still gotta allow the Americans to come to your Mexican restaurant. That's all I'm saying. Right? Just let us eat the cheese dip, man. That's all we want.
I need that queso.
Well, I always think it's funny. That's always the the argument for everything is like, but we want to kick out all the Indians, but my curry, man, I can't get my curry, my authentic curry anymore. Yeah, let's kick out all the Hispanics, and it's like, but my chips and dip, my tacos.
Sure most of the people serving sushi these days aren't from Japan.
Oh no, I have
a little suspicion.
You were in the store that I was working at, right? And they have that sushi bar. Yeah, he's from Myanmar. He's not even like Chinese, Japanese, or he's from Myanmar. He's not even like his family got out of that horrible political like destruction right before it happened. So good on him, but at the same time, I was just like, Dad, go, you're not even like they have sushi where you're from. I guess so. I don't know. Yeah, like I guess they do neighbor China. So yeah. But yeah, he's that always cracked. I was like, when he told me where he's from, I was like, really? Like Myanmar? It's like, I guess it doesn't matter where they come from. And he's getting paid well. He drives like a giant ass SUV that's brand new. So I'm like, I don't know, good for you. And then his boss came in the other day. It's hilarious. He looks like he looks like Kim Jong-un. Oh my goodness, now that I think about it. He looks exactly like that, like big, like he's that round and everything. But the most hilarious thing is imagine Kim Jong-un, but with the most gay voice you've ever heard. It was hilarious. I was like, yeah, literally. It's like, I'm buying lunch for everybody today. What do you want? That's hilarious. But at the same, like, yeah, he's the, he's great. Yeah. All right. I always wondered how guys who sound like that but are like perfectly straight. I just wonder how they're like, what does the wife do? What like, does she start talking like him whenever she wants to make him upset? Just
she mows the lawn.
She mows the lawn. He has the babies.
I'll wear the pants on him. Bullshit.
I mean, she probably does in a nation relationship at least. But yeah, no, that's funny to me. He was like the most Korean / whatever looking guy, and he's just the most gayest voice I've ever heard. uh, all right. Well, recommendations for the week. What we got?
You know what, Cobalt? You go first.
I don't
You're the youngest here,
have
aren't you?
anything this week.
No, he's older than I am
I know he is.
by like what? What was it? A year and a half? A year and 2 months?
Something like that.
I figured you recommend Far Cry 4 or something.
The game's kind of bad. Far Cry 3 wasn't bad.
Oh, it had a very fun story, and it's mostly the antagonist was made that game great.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go.
Yeah.
I'm going to recommend Dungeon Alchemist for you D&D players out there. This is I was recommended to the guy who DMs for us in real life. It's basically it's on Steam, all that good shit. You can basically build dungeons, buildings, all kinds of stuff from the ground up, and it's already paced out in squares. It's very intuitive and very easy to use app for making stuff. I played it for 2 hours, or played with it for 2 hours a day, and I was getting shit figured out pretty damn fast. It's very nice if you're in D&D or like map making and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. So if you want to just tinker around and just make shit, this has got a lot of features to it. And I think there's also downloadable stuff you can put in there too. And there's a demo for it, so if you want to try it out before you buy it, have at it.
There you go.
I'll put a link in mute chat. Yeah.
The Dungeon Alchemist. Podcast recommendations. Cobalt doesn't have one. All right. Well, I'm going to recommend this now. I'm on the last episode, but I can already tell that it's going to be a banger. I'm going to watch the last episode after we leave here today.
Oh shit.
Solo Camping for Two.
Oh lord.
Great anime. Slice of life. If you like camping, you'll like the anime.
Yeah.
But
I know Ellis liked Eurocamp, but that's different.
yeah, not too bad, no, too far off. This has a lot more camping facts. So it's like it's the equivalent to like Restaurant in Another World or something, where they're doing all the cooking and showing you how to make it. It's that mixed with camping, because the girl does all the cooking and shows you how to make it, and then the guy's like only into camping, and so he does like different ways to do a campfire, different ways to and stuff. So slice of life, you enjoy slice of life. A little bit of romance, not much at all, because the guy is dense as hell, and so he just doesn't care. But good anime. Great one this week. All right, we will end it there. We are going to play America.
From the Team America World Police movie, huh?
Yes. We will see y'all later.